everybody. It is pouring outside and I have to go get a COVID test done at my job because I work at a college and they are, I really hope you guys can hear me, they are really good with doing like a bunch of different like COVID checks. They like test all the wastewater to make sure that, you know, they can find any asymptomatic people. Well, anyway, since I went back to work in August, we all had to get tested when we first went back to work. And then since then, we all get like random checks. So I actually had gotten like chosen a couple of weeks ago, and then I also got chosen today. The only bad thing is I don't work today, so I'm literally driving an hour to get a 5-minute COVID test and then driving back home. But while we're out, I need to run to like Walmart and pick up like part of my Halloween costume for work, and I need to return something to Amazon. We're just gonna go to Kohl's to do that, and I think I might pick up my other library books that came in today. I'm going to be I'm gonna bake some sourdough bread. It actually probably would have been smart for me to proof it before I'm doing this errand run thing, but it's fine. We'll have plenty of time. We're gonna bake sourdough bread for dinner, and I'm gonna make this like pork chop meal that actually came in like a meal kit, like it's just like Home Chef or whatever that I was trying out. But yeah, we're gonna run to Starbucks really quick because I did not get to have my coffee this morning, and I figured since I have to drive an hour for a COVID test, I would treat myself to a Starbucks coffee. So we're gonna do that. It's not gonna be like a fancy coffee. I'm just gonna literally get like their Pike's Place and cream. You know, we just love driving in the rain. This is fun. This is so fun. Done already. Literally that takes like 5 minutes. It is super easy. The COVID test that like is here at my college, they don't have like the big huge long stick or anything, thank goodness, because I would probably just quit my job then. They have a like smaller one, and you have to like put it in one nostril, twist it until they tell you like to stop, which is about 15 seconds, then put it into the other one. Oh no, my battery's dying. Why did I not put a new battery in this before I like did this? Anyway, so that went well. I'm just gonna run to the Walmart that's here really quick because I need to pick up a white shirt, and I think I need to get like some vinegar and some freezer bags because I'm out of those things at home. But then after that, I guess I will run by the library back at home, so I'll have to drive an hour back home anyway. And then I will be able to put a new battery in, and I'll be able to show you guys my library haul, and you can help me get my Halloween costume ready. Which I'll explain all of that later, I guess. But yeah, we love driving an hour for almost no reason. I mean, everybody, like, please, I'm not taking the COVID thing lightly. Like, it's just my 3rd time doing it, so it's like, I can't wait to live here because this is where we're gonna live very soon. So I won't have to drive except like 5 minutes, which is gonna be fantastic. Okay, before my battery officially dies, when I was in Walmart, one of our foster case workers called, and I was like, oh, hold on, like, I'll be out in like 10 minutes and then I can call you back. And it was for an infant, which I have been wanting, but I think that it's a little bit too much for us right now. Where the infant is, we would have to do daily visitation for bonding, and the hospital that she's in, because she's premature and she's gonna have to be in the hospital until February. It's 1.5 hours away from where we live now, and then once we move in December, it would be 2.5 hours away. And I mean, like, DSS said that they would like work with you with like gas cards and lodging and stuff, but I don't know, like, it just seems like a lot. And okay, back with a brand new battery. I am home now. I'm actually heating up some leftover soup that it was literally just leftover chicken. I had roasted a chicken from the farm the other day. Sorry, my pug is like snorting. So leftover chicken pieces, some cabbage I had to use up, mushrooms, tons of onions and garlic, and then bone broth from the bone broth I've been making. And then I did put a package of the shirataki like spaghetti noodles because I've been trying to like use up a lot of my low carb keto type of ingredients, so I can kind of like move those out of the way and get in fresh new ingredients, especially for when we're moving. I can't wait to do. I'm gonna have like a huge pantry, or to me it's huge. It's like a whole pantry door with all these shelves. I'm so excited and I cannot wait to like organize that. And yeah, speaking of organization, so when I was at Walmart, which by the way, literally could not even find freezer bags. Like the Walmart that I am used to is set up totally different than the Walmart that I'm gonna have to be going to once we move. And I was like walking around literally lost, but I got my white vinegar, which is what I use to use as like a rinse in my washing machine. It's like a softener, so love that. And then I did get just a really cheap $3 white shirt because this is gonna be my Halloween costume. If you don't remember like Goodbye Earl by the Chicks, or what was used to be known as the Dixie Chicks, myself and my boss and then one of my coworkers were dressing up as Marianne and Wanda and Earl. So my boss sent me like some red paint home, and so I'm going to like throw red paint to look like blood all over this, and that is gonna be one of my Halloween costumes. So I gotta do that later. And then because I've been watching like Farmhouse on Boone, I love Lisa over there. Like I want my family to be like her family. But I saw that she had her sourdough starter in like a glass jar thing, and I found this at Walmart. It's not like the huge like gallon one. I think this one this is 64 ounces. But I just thought that this would be perfect for me to put my sourdough starter in, because right now I have it in like 2 different places because I just couldn't fit it in one place. But yeah, really excited about this because then I can pull it out and have it on the counter, and then when I need to put it in the refrigerator, like I can easily put this in the refrigerator. Maybe after we move, maybe I'll even get more. I actually really like these, but maybe I'll get more of them to keep like beans and stuff in. This I think was like $6. I think it was $5.97, so not that expensive. And so yeah, that was all I got at Walmart, and I'm heating up the soup on the stove. Once that's heated up, I'm going to eat it. And then I need to get my bread proofing. So look at these like nice sourdough bubbles. This is my sourdough bread that I like mixed up. Not mine personally, I didn't make up the recipe, but I used my sourdough starter, mixed it up with the flour, and this has been sitting just like up above my refrigerator for the last 2 days. So I'm going to finish mixing it up and proofing it now that it's fermented, and then I'm going to bake it this afternoon. And I'm so excited because it's such a rainy day out, and fresh bread is gonna be so great. Like I cannot wait for my husband to come home and have fresh bread and a fresh meal. It's gonna be so good. Also, I think I forgot to finish the foster care conversation because my battery died. And I think that we are just going to say no to this placement because I can't imagine like driving an hour and a half every day. Well, that's only one way, so it'd be like 3 hours total. And then if we moved, like that would be 5 hours. How would I just don't see myself being able to do that. So yeah, I don't know. That's very sad, but yeah, I just don't know. It's so hard to decide like how much you want, like you're okay with, how much you want to sacrifice for, you know what I mean? Because I hate being the type of person that says like, oh, that's too hard for me, or like that child's too hard for me, or I'm not ready for that type of child, you know what I mean? Because it's like they don't get to choose or pick, and I just get so upset that there are so many people in the world that are doing hardcore drugs, but yet they can still get pregnant, and then I'm over here trying to eat as healthy as possible and I can't get pregnant. Like what? I don't know. The world is just a messed up place, but it's fine. I mean, we don't want to talk about that today. Let's save that for another day in the life talk. Yeah.
It's kind of funny that I just said it was raining because now it's sunny outside. It stopped raining, but that's fine. Bread is still great. So I put away the dishes in the dishwasher, which I didn't film, whoops. But I was doing that while I was letting my soup cool. I mean, my soup isn't anything special. It's literally just like a bunch of red cabbage and stuff. But I had gotten this at the store the other day. I think it was Kroger. And this is a fermented sauerkraut, but it's red cabbage, beets, and carrots. And so I'm gonna open it right now and try it. The ingredients are just red cabbage, red beets, carrots, and kosher salt. And it is raw and probiotics. So, it smells like just sauerkraut. I'm just gonna eat it out of the bag. Whoa, it is so good. Wow, it is delicious. I could literally eat this whole bag. I actually ordered from my Misfits box, which is an organic produce box that I get, like veggies and produce. Is that the same thing, produce and veggies? Anyway, that's coming next week, and I did order organic cabbage in that. So super excited, because then I'm gonna start fermenting my own sauerkraut again, which I do have a video from when I did it like in the springtime. So yeah, I can't wait, because I'm gonna get my milk, have some whey, because I like using whey in my fermentation. Yeah. This is why I bought that glass jar. Yep, hate spiders. Let's burn the house down now, everybody. Throw away all the sourdough, let's go. But for real though, like, that is disgusting. And I guess I'm throwing away this part of my sourdough starter. I have another one here because I was like kind of discarding but feeding both because I just didn't have a container big enough. So I guess this one's going in the trash. It is 4:24. I was answering comments on YouTube because my video had went live this morning of like me transitioning to a different way of eating and giving up dieting and keto and all that stuff. And you guys have been so incredibly nice. Like, I cannot believe all the amazing comments that you guys like wrote, and I don't know, it was just so amazing, and it just gave me like a newfound like oomph of wanting to do this channel, which has been great. So thank you for everyone that commented. I am now going to get the paint ready to do the t-shirt, and so it stopped raining outside and I have some cardboard boxes I think I'm going to do it on. So I don't know, I'm not an artist, but let's go ahead and try this. I think I have to water the paint down to make it more of like a splatter. Let me add a little water, I guess. Wow, I am not an artist at all. Does that look like does that look like it could be blood splatter? I don't know, maybe that was a lot of water. I think that might have been too much water. I think that original consistency was the good consistency. I guess let's just go try it out. I am so not a crafty person at all, but this is the back of it. I have to let all of that dry, but I mean, you guys kind of saw the front. Yeah, so that's my shirt. Cool, we love it. My boss created the same one. So yeah, I mean, hers looks way better than mine does. Okay, it is 6:10. and I've just been watching some YouTube and kind of just like doing some Pinterest on my phone. I needed to set up kind of like my November bullet journal, and I didn't get very far. Like, I just started looking at Pinterest stuff because I've been watching this YouTuber named Allison. I really love her channel, and like I kind of like want my channel to be like that. I just like think that she's so precious, and I love her cozy vibes. Also, we got Graham because it's time for him to go out. He knows it's 6 o'clock, and so yeah, he's just going to stare at me and whine and be restless the whole time. Watch me like sit up. Look at his tail. You want to go outside? He's a circus pug. Are you a circus pug? Are you a circus pug? Sit. Egret. Okay, so after taking Graham out, I think I'm going to start getting dinner ready. I think my husband said he was going to, I forget if he was leaving at 7 or being home at 7. I think he was gonna leave at 7, which means that he won't be home until like 7:45, but I definitely don't want to cook dinner at 7:45. Oh, I also have my bone broth. I like strained it and it's like cooling. So that way I can like put it away in the freezer. I'm gonna put it in glass jars. But yeah, so I guess I'm going to go ahead and cook dinner. And the bread has been proofing in the oven with the light on. So that's what it looks like. It hasn't risen very much. I don't know if this loaf is gonna turn out very well. I don't know. But I have this Home Chef recipe because I was just trying out different subscription boxes, and especially with us like gearing up to move in a couple weeks, and I still work and stuff like that, and we drive so far to work. It's kind of been nice like having a couple of these. Usually I kind of leave them in the fridge for Alvin to cook because I close a lot, and so there's like usually 3 or 4 nights out of the week that I'm closing and I'm not here for dinner, and it's like easy for him to come home and just kind of like have a recipe card, have like a bag of ingredients, you know, to like cook, rather than me saying, oh, hey, when you get home at 7 or 8 o'clock at night after working like a 12-hour shift, you know, find the recipe in the cookbook, and by the way, they didn't have this at the store and they didn't have this at the store, but make it anyway, you know, that type of thing. So this is a lot easier. But I've tried out a couple different ones, and I do have other, well, I have a video about Green Chef, which is kind of a very healthy one. So everything's like organic and pasture raised, and they have like keto meals, paleo meals, vegetarian meals. So I'll link that up there because I have a discount code for that. And then I also tried Factor 75, which was actual like fresh chef-made meals that come delivered, almost like a TV dinner, but you can cook them in your oven or your microwave. And those were also like grass-fed, pasture raised, and I think maybe organic. And so I have a couple more of those coming next week, I think, and definitely when we're moving, because that will be so helpful. I won't even have to cook, like they literally come prepared. But anyway, this is a pot roast bone-in pork chop and pearl onion demi-glace, which I'm super excited, and it has thyme, carrots, and mashed potatoes. How good does that look? Alvin is going to love this. He loves comfort meals like this, like mashed potatoes, pork chops, and then of course the sourdough bread, which is gonna be great. Oh, I actually just got a notification that I think one of those sweaters that I got from Old Navy. It was delivered, so let me check the mail. I had gotten this. Old Navy had like a 50% off sale the other day, but when it came, I wanted it to be like bigger than it was. So I returned it and then got the bigger size. I think the sleeves are definitely longer this time. It's not super long this way though, but it should still look nice. So I'll definitely try that on later. And I think I got a book from Source Books. I don't know if you guys watch, I have a booktube channel on here. Oh nice. They sent me an arc of Bedazzled. That looks pretty. When does this come out? January 5th of 2021. Sometimes a breakup is your chance to break out. Project Runway goes to Comic-Con and an epic queer love story about creativity, passion, and finding the courage to be your most authentic self. That's awesome. I'll have to talk about this over on my book channel instead of just here on this channel. Cooled off broth in my jars. You want to make sure that you don't fill them up all the way, or else when you freeze them they will break. I've definitely done that. So you have to make sure you don't fill it up like kind of like where it starts getting smaller. You don't want to do that. The mashed potatoes are all done and they're delicious. And then I have the pork chops and the carrots just on here while I make the little like onion demi-glace, and I'm going to throw these back into the oven to warm up right before my husband comes home. It's 7:24 and I think he'll be home in probably about 15 minutes, but our bread is still baking. It is not rising like my first loaf did. I tried out a different recipe and I don't know what I did wrong. So we might be having brick bread tonight. I don't know what happened. Yeah, so I think that's like what happens when you're a beginner at sourdough, and that's fine. But yeah, so I'm going to finish up. I have like a dish to wash. I already put some of the dishes in the dishwasher, and then I'm gonna set the table and get it ready for when we're eating dinner. What's up? It has been a whole entire month actually. I realized when I was editing this video that that was October 29th and today is November 29th. I have been obviously really busy, and the reason that I didn't get this video up was because like right after Halloween we did take our first foster placement, and you guys might have heard me talk about that in a different video. But then obviously we went to Thanksgiving and we're in the middle of packing. My house is literally just a mess because we move in less than 1 week. So I'm very, very excited. But I wanted to put this video up for you guys anyway. And I have gotten a lot better with my sourdough baking. I have baked a lot of different things now with my sourdough starter. And I don't know if it was like partly the recipe in this video, but also I don't think that my sourdough was exactly bubbly and like ready for me to bake bread. And that's why my bread didn't rise. But I'm always constantly learning things and And so yeah, even though the bread in this video was a fail, I have made a lot of great sourdough, like loaf breads, artisan breads. I made sourdough rolls for Thanksgiving, sourdough pancakes, sourdough pizza. Like, I've been making all the sourdough things, and I definitely want to show you guys all of those things in different videos after we move. It's gonna be obviously a little chaotic, and I'll have some moving vlogs and stuff for you guys over the next couple weeks. But yeah, that was it for this like day in life type of video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it, and I will probably see you guys very soon, but in a different house. So I hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving week, and I will see you guys in December. Bye.